Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Andi Endah Pratiwi. I am a student of follow-up study English education 2019. So today in this video, I would like to give some explanations or reasons about why I chose these 5 points as the most important principles of materials development by Tomlinson. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, so there are 5 points that I chose. The first, as we can see, materials should achieve impact. And the second, materials should help learners to feel at ease. And the third, materials should help learners to develop confidence. Fourth, what is being taught should be perceived by learners as relevant and useful. And the last, learners or students must be ready to acquire the points being taught. Okay, so we are going to the first point. Materials should achieve impact. Why I chose this as one of the 5 most important principles of materials development? Because we know that materials of course have to give impact for the students, and of course it must be the positive impact, because we are making materials and then give it to the students, and they have to achieve the impact of the materials that we give. For example, if we are teach about how to do a good pronunciation, and then they have to get the impact of learning about the pronunciation. It is they must be gain or enrich their knowledge about the pronunciation, for example. So materials should achieve impact for the students. Okay, second, materials should help learners to feel at ease. This is also very important because if we are making materials and then it makes student not feeling comfort to learn about that, so I think it's just hopeless. Because if we are explaining about the materials, I don't think so that if it is not make the learners feel at ease or comfort, so I don't think so that the students will get the point about the explanation that we give. And then the third, materials should help learners to develop confidence. Just like previously what I explained about the pronunciation example about the pronunciation material, which is if we are teach the students about the pronunciation, for example, and then after the students study about the pronunciation or about the vocabulary, for example, students must be build confidence, because they got a lot information about the pronunciation, they got a lot information about the vocabulary, and they can enrich their vocabulary. So it must be develop the learner's confidence. And then the fourth, what is being taught should be perceived by learner as a relevant and useful. Of course, this is also important, because what we are going to teach is have to be perceived by the learners as a relevant and useful, because it is just hopeless if we are teaching the students with the materials that we are already prepared, and then it's not useful for them, so it is just hopeless. So make sure that the materials that we are built, or the materials that we already made before, should be perceived by the students as a relevant and useful. Okay, so the last, learners must be ready to acquire the points being taught. And this is also very important, because the student have to really have to prepare themselves to acquire the points or the materials that we are going to teach. And then we as a teacher also have to make sure that after we teaching the students about the materials that we give. So make sure that the students get a new information or get a new knowledge about the materials that we give, and then make sure the students acquire all the points that we are explained before. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all the explanation and the reasons why I chose these 5 points as the most important principles of materials development. And that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.